Welcome to the most trusted channel, The Old Coin Worth. We guide collectors and the coin lover. The rare coin that I will show you stand is incredible treasures of history, carrying hidden value that can instantly transform an ordinary collector into a millionaire.
Discover the rarest and most valuable $1 1979D, 1979P, and 1980D coins, hidden treasures with shocking errors, first-year rarities, and ultra-high-grade survivors worth millions. These modern dollar gems can turn an ordinary collector into a millionaire with one unbelievable discovery. The rare $1 1979P coin is one of the most iconic, misunderstood, and unexpectedly valuable modern American coins, a Philadelphia minted first-year Susan B. Anthony dollar that today stands at the center of massive collector demand because its history, errors, variants, and condition rarity have turned an ordinary-looking coin into a potential millionaire maker for the lucky collector who discovers the right example. And the 1979P dollar is especially famous because it was produced during the chaotic launch of the Anthony dollar series when the United States Mint struggled with die preparation, public rejection, and high-speed production methods that accidentally created rare varieties like the legendary 1979P wide rim, near-date dollar, a version with a dramatically thicker border and date closer to the rim that skyrockets in value when found in high grades, while the standard 1979P narrow rim, far date, is far more common but becomes extremely valuable when preserved in top conditions such as Mississippi 67, Mississippi 68, or a Dream Braid MS 69, levels so rare that experts believe a flawless MS 70, if it ever appears, could instantly bring six-figure or even million-dollar attention due to its first-year historical significance. Minted at the Philadelphia Mint without a mint mark, this coin features the powerful portrait of women's rights icon Susan B. Anthony surrounded by 11 stars symbolizing equality and national unity, and the reverse proudly shows the Apollo 11 lunar landing eagle clutching an olive branch over the moon. Yet what drives collectors wild are the extraordinary mint errors tied to 1979P production, including major off-center strikes where large portions of the design are missing, dramatic double die obverse coins showing doubling in the date, Liberty, or Anthony's profile, broad strikes that create oversized stretched planchettes, clipped planchettes with curved missing sections, misaligned die strikes where the obverse shifts to one side, die breaks and cracks that form lightning-shaped raised lines across the fields, and struck-through grease or debris errors that freeze factory mistakes into the metal forever, with each of these rare errors capable of reaching thousands depending on severity and braid. The Philadelphia Mint produced the largest number of $1,979, but the huge mintage does not reduce rarity because nearly all coins suffered heavy bag marks, transport damage, or immediate circulation wears since the public disliked the coin's quarter-like size, meaning that almost no perfect or near-perfect examples remain today, which is why professional braiders, investors, and modern coin specialists compete globally for high-end certified survivors, especially those with blazing luster, minimal contact marks, and bold, sharp details in Anthony's hair, facial profile, and the lunar surface textures, with early die strike coins, proof-like surfaces, satin anomalies, and wide rim variants commanding huge attention at auctions. The 1979P wide rim dollar is the superstar of the series because only a small portion of early coins used the thick rim die before the mint switched to the standard design, making wide rim survivors extremely scarce and highly valuable, particularly in MS 66+, and collectors worldwide continue to hunt bank rolls, old mint sets, storage boxes, and forgotten savings jars in hopes of discovering one of these rare treasures that could change their financial life. As the modern coin market expands in YouTube, coin hunting grows more popular. The first-year 1979P dollar has surged into the spotlight, becoming a core investment coin admired for its rarity, historical importance, and era diversity, while predictions from experts suggest its value may climb even higher as top-grade examples disappear permanently into private collections. In the end, the rare $1 1979p coin stands as a powerful symbol of America's attempt to modernize its currency and a shining reminder that even a small, overlooked dollar can contain massive potential, turning an ordinary collector into a future millionaire with the right discovery at the right moment.
The rare $1 1979D coin is one of the most fascinating modern treasures in American numismatics, a Denver-minted Susan B. Anthony dollar that appears common at first glance yet hides unbelievable value in its rare high-grade survivors, powerful mint errors, and historical importance, making it a coin that can turn a simple collector into a millionaire because the 1979D dollar represents the very beginning of the Susan B. Anthony series, introduced to replace the large Eisenhower dollar and designed to modernize U.S. currency by creating a smaller, more convenient dollar coin. But the public rejected it almost immediately since its size and color too closely resembled a quarter, leading to extremely low long-term circulation survival of pristine examples, which is why today collectors passionately seek the Denver Mint version with the D mint mark, known for sharper strikes, heavier bag marking during transport, and remarkably rare top-grade examples that remain nearly impossible to locate in Mississippi 67, Mississippi 68, or the Dream-level MS-69, a grade so elusive that if discovered it could sell for tens of thousands and potentially reach 6 or even 7 figures because demand for first-year Anthony dollars has exploded. The obverse carries the historic portrait of Susan B. Anthony surrounded by 11 stars that symbolize justice and equality, while the reverse features the Apollo 11 lunar landing insignia. But the real financial power of the 1979D dollar comes from its condition rarity and dramatic mint errors, including off-center strikes with blank margins that reveal the coin's incomplete design, double-die obverse pieces showing doubling in the date, Liberty, In God We Trust, or Anthony's profile, broad strikes that enlarge the entire coin past its normal diameter, misaligned dies that shift the portrait to one side, flipped planchettes with crescent-shaped missing sections that increase buyer demand, die cracks that create lightning-like lines across the fields, and struck-through errors where grease, metal shavings, or foreign fibers became embedded at the moment of striking, freezing factory mistakes forever in producing coins that collectors chase globally. The Denver Mint in 1979 produced millions of coins, but only a fraction possessed the deep golden luster, razor-sharp details, and untouched surfaces needed for premium value, because most were tossed into bags, circulated heavily, stored in banks, or used in transportation systems where they suffered immediate wear, leaving only a tiny number of high-grade survivors today. And as the modern coin investment boom continues, the 1979D dollar has become a magnet for new collectors, YouTube coin hunters, and professional graders who understand that first-year releases often experience dramatic market appreciation. Even more exciting are the rare pieces displaying proof-like fields, satin finish anomalies, or early die strikes with exceptionally bold details in the hair, face, and lunar module textures, coins that auction houses classify as elite and that often spark bidding wars among high-end buyers. The 1979D dollar is also historically important because it marks the beginning of America's attempt to reintroduce the small-sized dollar coin to the public, making it a collectible icon of innovation and change. And interest in this coin continues to rise as collectors realize how few untouched examples exist today, especially in sealed original mint sets or forgotten bank rolls where the dream of finding a once-in-a-lifetime treasure still lives. With growing demand, limited supply, and skyrocketing values for rare strikes and dramatic errors, the $1 1979D coin has emerged as one of the most exciting modern-era coins for investors and collectors worldwide, a shining piece of history that proves even a seemingly ordinary pocket coin can possess extraordinary potential, becoming a centerpiece of numismatic passion and possibly the key that transforms an ordinary collector into a future millionaire. The rare $1 1980D coin is one of the most surprising treasures in modern American numismatics, a coin that at first glance looks ordinary but has the power to turn a humble collector into a millionaire because its history, composition, mint errors, and unique production qualities create an extraordinary demand in today's booming coin market as collectors worldwide chase any Denver-minted Susan B. Anthony dollar with special features, blazing luster, prototype-level strikes, ultra-high-grade survivors, or rare minting mistakes that slipped past quality control during one of the most misunderstood eras of U.S. coinage. Minted in 1980 at the Denver Mint, the coin bears the distinct D. Mint mark and carries the iconic portrait of Susan B. Anthony, the first real woman ever honored on circulating U.S. coinage, surrounded by 11 stars symbolizing equality and strength, and a reverse featuring the majestic Apollo 11 lunar landing insignia. But the true magic of this coin lies in the extremely limited number of exceptional condition pieces that still exist today. Since the majority of 1980D dollars were heavily circulated, stored in bags, bruised in transit, or released into vending machine systems where they encountered immediate wear, meaning that pristine high-grade examples, especially those graded Mississippi 67, Mississippi 68, or the nearly impossible MS 69, are so rare that elite collectors fight bidding wars whenever one appears, leading to auction results climbing into the tens of thousands in predictions from experts that a flawless full-strike MS 70, if ever discovered, could easily reach six-figure or even seven-figure territory. What makes this coin even more valuable is the series of highly desirable mint errors linked to 1980D production, including off-center strikes that show wide blank margins and partial designs, broad strikes that create oversized, stretched planchettes, double die obverse errors in which the date, Liberty, or the profile of Anthony shows a dramatic doubling effect, die cracks that look like lightning streaks across the surface, clipped planchettes with crescent-shaped missing edges, misaligned dies that shift the portrait to one side, and struck through foreign material errors that freeze small fibers or grease into the metal. Any of these mistakes combined with high-grade condition instantly launches a coin into rare elite status. Collectors also crave the extremely scarce, strong strike coins, those struck with unusually high pressure early in die life, producing razor-sharp details in the hair, face, eagle feathers, and crater textures on the moon, and such coins have become centerpieces in premium portfolios, while satin finish planchette anomalies, proof-like fields, and untoned silver mirror surfaces add even more value. The 1980D dollar is further boosted by its historical place in the transitional era between traditional dollar coin use and the later Sacagawea golden dollar movement, meaning that only a small number of collectors saved uncirculated pieces at the time, not knowing these coins would skyrocket decades later when global numismatic influencers, YouTube coin hunters, and market investors began spotlighting modern-era hidden gems, pushing demand and prices through the roof. Today, the rarest premium examples of the 1980D dollar are considered investment-grade, treasured for their affordability at lower levels and explosive growth potential at the top. And many experts believe that as high-grade survivors continue to disappear into long-term collections, their value will multiply even faster, especially in sealed sets, certified third-party graded slabs, or rolls discovered unexpectedly in forgotten bank vaults or old military pay kits. In short, the rare $1 1980D coin stands as a powerful reminder that modern coins, when carrying the right strike, condition, and mint rarity, can generate massive wealth, attract millions of views on YouTube, inspire new collectors, and potentially transform an ordinary person into a millionaire with nothing more than a tiny piece of American history that most people overlook every day.